What the hell is up, you fucking cunts? Oh, I can finally fucking use my voice. Let's go. Let's go. This is episode 57 of Resident Bummer. The Fulcrum is currently so glad that he can express his thoughts at a comfortable speaking volume. Episode 57 is the 58th episode I have ever released of this fucking mistake I call a podcast. Health check is, like an 8, maybe 9. I don't know. Motivation check, man, dare I say 10 out of 10? I don't think it's possible, but I don't know. I'm like around an 8 or a 9, maybe. God damn it! I forgot to fucking put my goddamn fucking phone into fucking do not disturb mode, and I also forgot to turn down the volume on my television. I'm probably gonna forget to edit out this dead air like I have done in the past, so if there's just like 10 or 15 seconds of silence while I go to turn down the volume on my TV, I really don't give a fuck. Complain to somebody else about it, because I am just not gonna care. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, that's really, really fucking annoying. So there's been this glitch going on with my TV for like the past 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't even journal about it, so that's good idea to get it shoved into the intro, I guess. The fucking TV, it like when I try and change the volume up or down, it's like stuck on 2 different numbers. So for instance, like if I was on a volume setting of 7 and I wanted to just turn it all the way down so that there's no sound, whenever I hold down on the volume down button, it just like, it goes down to 6 and then it stops. And like I keep mashing it and it just stays on 6. And sometimes it'll swap back to 7. And I don't fucking know why it happens, but it's really aggravating. But anyways, where the fuck was I before my fucking TV decided to interrupt me, and my phone decided to interrupt me with a notification? I definitely did the motivation check. Yeah, okay, I guess it's just time to get into my fucking journal, huh? Time to read the journal. Okay, let's do it. This is Friday. The first day of entries here is Friday, February 13th. Set 57, day 1. At 3 p.m., I wake up, I shit, I shower, I brush, and I edit the podcast when I wake up. I set it for upload, and then I turn on my Xbox. I stream on Discord until I change for work. Then I dress and drive in. On the drive in, my lane assist and cruise control absolutely fucking disintegrate for some reason. I don't know why it happened, but they just stopped working on the drive-in, and it's like a orange light pops up on my dash that says, "Your cruise control is broken. Take it to your dealer and figure out what the fuck is wrong with it." And it says the same thing for lane assist. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. I just brought it into the dealer to get it serviced like a day or 2 before this, or maybe a week before this, I think. When I get into work, though, I say hi to Rich, Anna, and Pierce. Then I clock on and get to work. I get super sad while I'm cooking. I do cry a lot in the kitchen, but I do clean my face up before I head out to the main store. Can't have anybody know that I'm crying. At 7:55 p.m., today sucks. I cry at work 3 or 4 separate times. And Penny messages me while I'm at work to say that I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know. Nothing went wrong with Penny. We're all good. She's just been a little busy with her work schedule, which is what I figured, but of course I couldn't just be a normal person and like, I don't know, deal with it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm going to take a second here. Penny, you are such a fucking real person. It is such a pleasure to just even know you. I don't know if that sounds sarcastic at all or not, but it's I meant it 100%. Every word of it. So I don't really know what else to say on that front, I guess. When I get home after work, I respond to... God damn it, my dog is barking. When I get home from work, I respond, and then we message with each other, me and Penny, until I start up Hunter x Hunter, and we end up watching 2 more episodes until she hops off to go to bed. She said she was super tired, so I wasn't about to beg her to stay up. That's not the kind of person I am. Yeah, we watched those 2 episodes, then I play some more RoboQuest for the rest of the night. I do need to find another game to play. RoboQuest it's a good game, but my interest in it lasts for so long. And then eventually I'll finish a run. It's a roguelike, so you run through the game and then you run through it again and again and again and again and again. I just hit my pop filter, by the way. I'll get through a run and I'll finish it, and then I'll be like, yeah, that was fun. And then I'll get back to like the main hub world area. I'll spend my upgrade points, and then I'll just sit there staring at the start game button for like 2 or 3 hours, and I'll be on my phone, not paying attention to my TV. It's just sitting there waiting for something to happen. So I really want to find another game that I can actually just like get really, really into and just keep playing over and over again until I 100% it, or at least grab a few achievements in it, Let's see. Yeah, eventually I just head to bed after chatting with a match for the night. I don't know if it was on Tinder or Bumble or something. I don't really remember. Must not have been too important if I can't. Moving on. This is Set 57, Day 2. Saturday, February 21st. Excuse me. 1:55 p.m. I wake up, shit, shower, brush, and stream some RoboQuest on Discord. I am waiting for something exciting to happen today. In my journal, I also put I want to die. So, pretty much, 9:25 p.m. I stream a lot of RoboQuest. Penny messages me and joins the voice channel as I am streaming RoboQuest. We talk for a little bit until we both decide to play Power Wash Simulator together. I feel like I said that wrong. Power Wash Simulator. There you go. Sounded a bit better that time. We load it up and we play for a while, cleaning a mini golf course. While we're playing, we talk about some games and some other stuff while we play. Talk about music. I think, I know we talked about the Sundays, because we both really like listening to the Sundays. They have some good songs. If you haven't heard of them or listened to any of their songs, I would highly recommend you go listen to The Sundays. The Sundays, not just Sundays. It's The Sundays. Get it right. Let's see. Yeah. She hops off because I think she said she was hungry. She wanted to make some food, which I was in the exact same boat. I make some chicken. I think I make chicken tenders and chicken nuggets. And then I continue playing RoboQuest afterwards for a long-ass time. I'm trying to patiently make a move with some matches that I made. But it's like, I don't know. It's very difficult for me to send like a risky text, because then it's like, oh, well, there's a 50% chance that person's just never gonna ever talk to me again. Yeah, I don't know. God, it fucking sucks, man. Meeting somebody on like an app, a dating app, it's just might be the absolute worst fucking way to meet somebody that isn't like strictly negative. You can still technically have positive outcomes from matching up with people on a dating app. Like, I can only assume that's how some people get married. They meet their wife or husband on a dating app. Or, don't fucking... is there a gender-neutral term for a spouse? Spouse! That's it. There you go. I just said it without thinking about it. Spouse. Don't come at me for being non-inclusive. Let's see. What else happens? Yeah, nothing happens with any matches. So, I just keep streaming RoboQuest until I crawl into bed. I fall asleep while listening to some more Fuckface. And this wasn't journaled, but I want to say this really quickly here. It was just this week that I learned, for some reason, okay, I had to have known it at a previous time, but apparently, the Fuckface podcast, which is technically over and ended, replaced with the Regulation podcast, I didn't realize that the Fuckface, Jesus Christ, I can't talk. The Fuckface podcast, I didn't realize it was spelled with 2 asterisks. I thought it was 3 asterisks, like F asterisk asterisk asterisk. I can't fucking say the word asterisk, apparently. Asterisk. There you go. Asterisk. But it's spelled with 2. It's F asterisk asterisk K face. And also, I'm assuming this all just sounds like fucking mumbo-jumbo garbage nonsense to literally anybody listening right now. So, apparently, before I go to bed Saturday night, I cry in bed. That's fun. Yeah, that's awesome. Moving on, though, Sunday, February 22nd, this is set 57, day 3. At 1:55 p.m., I wake up, shit, shower, brush, and lay in bed listening to Fuckface. Until I change for work and drive in. I say hi to Pierce and Rich, and then I clock in. Work is just so wonderful today. Just fucking kidding. It sucks hot cock. Basically the entire day. 3:40 p.m. Excuse me, I've got some spit in my mouth. 3:40 p.m., John asks if I'm free to hang after work. I say, that's okay, I can do that. Also, I do cry pretty hard in the kitchen while I am cooking on Sunday. Thankfully, Rich doesn't see it all. Pierce already took off a couple hours into my shift. 5:30 p.m., I stay as Rich clocks off and I wait for coworkers to arrive and replace me. 6:45 p.m., I clock off, head home, and start streaming RoboQuest. Also, I ask a Discord chat that me and Jack are in about the Platinum Rule. We debate. Jack answers, and he's like, I think that this is the answer. Then we end up, I wouldn't really call it debating. I think we were just trying to, fully explain the situation to one another. And then he ends up saying that the Golden Rule, his answer is that the Golden Rule should apply until Platinum status can be achieved. That is a great answer. Better than my own. I would say that my own answer is, I don't know, fuck the Platinum Rule. Or at least it was, until Jack informed me of a better reality. I mean, it's not really rocket science. I feel like it's a simple process to be like, okay, I'm going to do the Golden Rule, which is, okay, I feel like I also should describe the rules themselves. The Golden Rule is pretty standard. I feel like most people have heard of it. It's like pulled from the Bible, I think, where it's do unto others as you would have done to thyself. Where it's basically like, treat others the way that you want to be treated. But then the Platinum Rule comes in and says, no. Fuck that. You have to treat other people the way that they want to be treated. And it's an interesting dilemma, But I do think that Jack has a pretty solid answer there with the, as a blanket rule, just apply the Golden Rule until you can achieve that Platinum Rule status. Oh, excuse me, I'm breathing over my own fucking throat. Yeah, so I would say it's about, and my answer would just be like, fuck the Platinum Rule. I'm just gonna, I don't know. I don't know, I guess, I was gonna try and think of some more clearly. As you could tell, I was thinking real hard there. I was going to try and come up with like a qualifying answer or like some extra bit of explanation, but I don't think I want to. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep reading. Also, okay, so after Jack and me talk about the golden/platinum rule on Discord, following this, I am asked by my dad if I want to watch the movie Mercy with him and my mother. I say no, and then when he hangs up the phone, I pretty much immediately just start crying. I don't know, it feels like I definitely... Well, no, not really. I don't know. Hard to describe, but it's like I just didn't want to watch the movie. Just kind of wanted to sit in my room and do more absolutely nothing, I guess. I guess we're about to find out what I did instead. Regardless of this instance, I need to spend more time with my parents. I don't have much time left, so I need to get on that. I can't just keep taking them for granted, like every single day of my life. I don't know. It's fucked up, but I don't really know I don't know what to do about it. I think, this is another one of those instances where it's like, I want to add some qualifying information or like give a little bit more of an explanation, but I just don't know how to explain my exact thoughts. So I'm just gonna keep basically the too long didn't read is I'm a piece of shit and I need to do a better job spending time with the people who truly love me and appreciate me for who I am. There you go. Moving on, 1:20 a.m. Soon after, John calls me on Discord. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. I did plan to join the Discord call with John. So it's a good thing that I did not go and watch that movie with my parents, but the sentiment still remains, I believe. In the moment when my dad was asking me, like, hey, do you want to come watch this movie with us, son? I completely forgot that me and John were supposed to be on a Discord call in like half an hour, and I just said no, because I didn't want to watch the movie. And now I'm fucking adding qualifying information to the shit that I said I didn't want to fucking continue talking about, so we're just gonna fucking move on to the next Discord entry. Me and John talk for a while about a lot. He says that he would be down to make some more plans soon. Like watching some more stuff, because I think, if you remember, I believe it was towards the end of December, me and John were watching the Auralnauts Jedi Party saga, I don't know, I can't, it's been too long, maybe I'll have to give it another watch through. I can't remember the exact title of the playlist, but it's the Auralnauts Star Wars saga, parody saga, I guess. I'm also like heavily leaning towards the right hand side of the microphone, so I'm going to try and get right here on the center of it so that my audio isn't just fucking terrible. Let's see. Where the fuck did I leave off? I can't figure it out in my journal. Did I finish the last day? Okay, I think I'm moving. Am I moving on to a new day? I think. Yeah. Okay, this is a new day of entries, which means this is Monday, February 23rd. This is set 57, day 4 at 1:55 p.m. My first entry is: I wake up, shit, shower, brush, and listen to Fuckface until I change. I cry while laying in bed. Sad morning for me on Monday, apparently. I drive into work and clock on. I say hi to Rich, Anna, and Ben while doing so. Then I cook for a while after Rich tells me that we need more food. He's like, we need more food, Fulcrum. And I'm like, Rich, I hear you, and I'm working on it, pal. Moving on, though, 3:50 p.m. At work, for some reason, I play Upside Down by Jack Johnson. It is a song from Curious George, and when I'm listening to it, I just start crying. Wouldn't you have guessed? Wow, fucking crybaby. Wah, wah, wah. Somebody call the fucking wambulance, because this dude needs to be taken to the fucking, shit, I was going to try and think of another pun. For, like, infirmary, but, like, for crying. It's not worth it at this point, though, so I'm just going to keep on keeping on. 5:40 p.m., Patricia is showing up late, and I get to stay an extra hour. I stayed an extra hour, actually just half an hour. 8:40 p.m., I never mentioned that Pierce showed up, but he did. I asked Pierce after about 30 minutes of waiting to be replaced. I was just like, hey, can I just take off? And he's cool with it, so I clock out. And I drive home and start streaming on Discord when I get there. I don't really play a whole lot, though. I sit around on my phone for most of the time. Also, have I mentioned that I can't wait to speak normally when recording? Oh my gosh. This is like, oh my gosh. Dude, I'm so glad I put this entry into this week's of, god damn it. I can't do that voice anymore. I'm really glad that I journaled this, this week. Well, I mean, I'm not really glad. It's just like, how fortuitous. I basically predicted it. But where am I? I'm right here. Have I mentioned I can't wait to speak normally when recording? It is very annoying to speak at a lowered tone. Even more annoying to listen. God damn it. Fuck, dude, I can't talk. I need to I'll just say it. Cool and easy. It is even more annoying to listen to it back. Or to listen back to it. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on, though. 9:25 p.m. I think yesterday, it was on Sunday. I forgot to journal this, but Penny sent me a late birthday gift. It was her covering the song Gone by the Sundays, that band that I mentioned earlier. She is really, really good at making music. It's intense, man. I wish that I could make music, like, just as well as that she does. I don't know, I can hardly play my electric guitar. I still remember, like, most of the chords, but the finger dexterity of, like, switching between chords quickly in time so that you can strum the next chord. Or, like, I was never good at, like, picking, like, finger picking on the chords. That is just impossibly annoying. So I never really became overly fluent with my, like, fingers individually, I suppose. Yeah. Anyways, moving on from Penny's birthday gift to me, back into Monday's journaling. I do listen to Fuckface, and I return to the episode where all the hosts are talking about the Tuxedo Conversation, or I guess the Tuxedo movie. The hosts talk about a movie called The Tuxedo, and they basically just shit on it. God damn, I keep hitting the fucking pop filter. Fucking knock it off, Fulcrum. Fuck. Gosh, let's see. They're all shitting on the Tuxedo when they bring it up on the podcast. And I realize, during their conversations, they actually reference the trailer for the Tuxedo in particular. But I never went out of my way to look it up and watch it. The first few times I listened through this podcast. So I look up the Tuxedo trailer on YouTube and I watch it. It's a unique trailer. I guess that's all I can really say about it. Moving on, though, 12:35 a.m. At some point, I play a game called One Lonely Outpost, but I only play it for like 2 or 3 minutes. I watch the intro cutscene, and then like as soon as I gain control of my character, I'm just like, nah, nothing about this is pulling me into it. So I swap immediately to a game called Symphonia, which is easy. Also, little side note here, Penny, if you're still listening to this, and if you enjoy platformers, like it's pretty similar to something like Hollow Knight, I would say, or maybe I don't know. It's not. I'm trying to think if there's another platformer. It's like a Hollow Knight. It's like a Metroidvania type of platforming kind of. I don't actually know to the extent at which you unlock new abilities and like use them to open new areas or like find new shit, because I feel like that's the basis of a Metroidvania game. It's like at the start you don't have shit and you're basically like forced down one linear path. But then once you start getting some abilities, some items, some whatnots, you can start opening different paths. Or I think I'm trying to think of like one. I know in Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, which is not, it's an RPG, it's not a Metroidvania, but there are Metroidvania-esque abilities that you can grab, which allow you to like interact with new areas or find new items or blah, 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 blah. I don't know why I'm spending this long describing Metroidvanias, so I am going to go ahead and move on to the next point. Oh, no, my point for all that was, Penny, if you're listening, I actually don't know how cheap it is, but if you like platformers, maybe check out Symphonia. Symphonia. Yeah, I guess that's it. I can tell that the platforming in it is going to get rough at a certain point, so I press the pause button and go and make some food. Specifically some cheddar hot dogs, and oh god, I really have to shit right now. Some cheddar hot dogs, and I watch more of Season 2 of The Walking Dead. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, it is crazy to me. I think Season 2 of The Walking Dead is, like, so good. And it's like, there are so many people who will just straight up say, like, oh my god, some of the worst television I've ever watched. It's so boring. They're just sitting on this farm for the whole season, looking for this damn girl the whole season. And to that, I say, fuck you. They figure out what happens to Sophia in, like, episode 7 of Season 2. So the girl has, like, hardly anything to do with half of the other season. The other half of the season is what I meant to say. Anyways, Dale does die. I forgot how he died, though. There's so much of the show that I forgot. I mean, I remember, like, the big blocks, but that sticky stuff in between sort of gets watered away with time, you know? And then my dogs are about done cooking in the air fryer, so I pull them out and eat them up. At 1:20 p.m., I don't know why, but I absolutely love the scream when Rick kills Shane. I laughed way too hard, and I even rewound the episode to listen to it a second time. It's pretty good. Like that, like, I wish I could. It's been a few days since I watched the episode, so I wish I could remember exactly how it goes, but I think it's something like, or something like that. Rick is not happy, man. Which is understandable, you know. Shane is a great character, and he was a lifelong friend to our dear Rick Grimes. So, totally makes sense how he would start crying after he shoved a knife into, I think it was his heart. I'm pretty sure Rick stabbed him in the heart, but I could be wrong. I wasn't really, like, freeze framing to check and see where the knife was going in or anything. It was just kind of like he slipped it in. Well, first he tackled Shane, and then I think he stabbed him while they were falling to the ground. But, God damn! I'm sorry, but it's just such a good show. I love it. And something about the fact that, well, I think a lot of people have felt this before, but something about the fact that, like, it is generally disliked, I think, like, in terms of, like, the earlier seasons of Walking Dead. I think it's, people like to put it pretty far down their tier list. Dude, so many people are sleeping on season 2 of The Walking Dead. It is great. It is great. And then there's that whole conversation with Rick and Shane while they're like, right before they're about to try and fucking kill each other, and Rick's like, stop acting like you know the way ahead, like you know the rules. I do know the rules, man. Nah, you don't know shit anymore. It's just like some of my favorite dialogue ever in that season. It's awesome. Moving on though, question mark for this final entry. That was a bit of a side tangent. Dude, I'm actually like, this is a sizable episode though. See? Like I'm just getting too excited right now. I can't even talk. When I can actually sit here and use my voice at like this volume, I feel like I can do such a better job. But I'm certainly not going to be talking like this when anyone else is in my house, because it's just like, oh, I wonder what the Fulcrum is doing in his room. He's saying a lot of weird shit. Yeah, I'd rather you not know. So, I don't know. Okay, sorry for that hugely long tangent about The Walking Dead. Not really that huge, I guess. In a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I don't know. I'm still doing it. Moving on to the next entry. Question mark here. I finished season 2 and start season 3 of The Walking Dead. It is weird to me how much time skips in between those 2 seasons. It's about like a 7 to 8 month skip, which is, I don't know, when you're talking about when it's set that early into the apocalypse, I guess, the zombie apocalypse, feels like those 7 to 8 months would be like crucially formative still. Like, obviously they've gone through a lot of shit up until that point, and it's like, we get what's going on, but like 7 to 8 months of like that early into the universe, and it's like, whoa, come on, I want to see what's going on there. It's like, it's kind of like how we don't know like hardly anything about Jesus when he was a teenager. We just like from like when he was like, I don't know, like 12 years old to 18 years old, we hardly know like anything about what he was doing. We know. What do we know? I think he just lived. Where did he live? Did he live in? Was it Nazareth? Where he was born in Jerusalem. And wait, no. Fuck, I don't know, dude. There are so many places that are mentioned in the Bible, like Nazareth or Sodom and Gomorrah. I think those are cities. I just have no idea where those are in relation. Jerusalem, I know that's in modern day Israel. But yeah, for the most part, it's like if you toss out a fucking, I'm trying to think, like, what's another, like, fucking, I'm trying to think of one other place that's similar in name to, like, Jerusalem or Nazareth. Shit. I'm really displaying my ignorance here, so I think I'm just gonna go on from whatever point I was trying to make. I can't wait to re-experience all of season 3 of Walking Dead. That's my final entry for Monday, February 23rd. Moving on to set 57, day 5. This is Tuesday, February 24th. February. 1:55 p.m. I wake up, shit, and save my shower for a later shave. Save my shower for a later shave. I think I said that right. Sleep a little bit longer, and then I wake up again and turn on my Xbox to start streaming some RoboQuest. For a while, I am also just scrolling through my phone until I end up doing some laundry, and I get ready to shave, shower, brush when my dad leaves. Also, 9:30 p.m., there are people working on the garage door right under my room. It is loud as fuck. They are banging for hours. Then it finally stops right as Dad takes off. I listen to Fuckface while shaving and then shower afterwards. And then I end up streaming a little bit more RoboQuest while listening to Fuckface, of course, until I make some fish sticks and watch some more of The Walking Dead. Also, I can never... I don't know, man. Something about, like, Rick just keeling over in just, like, horror and dread and grief and sadness. Just like every sound that comes out of his throat is just like comedy gold. He just goes, Carl, no. He just starts. He's a good actor. But for some reason, anytime he's crying or like acting distressed, it's just like the funniest thing ever. I don't know why. I should probably know that actor's name, but if you asked me, no idea. I'm sure I learned it at one point because I watched The Walking Dead back in like the sophomore, junior year of high school, maybe. Probably closer to sophomore. What else? What else am I fucking trying to say here? It is very funny when Rick learns about his wife's death. His sobs are absolutely iconic. It was just straight up a meme for many, many years where people would just post the screenshot of Rick looking at Carl, and then he's like, and the next frame he's like bent over looking at the ground, I think. It's like, Carl. It was always the running joke there. Because Rick, I don't know if I want to go into the whole explanation of how Lori died. I think it's better if you just watch the show, if it sounds like it's something that would interest you. I also totally forgot that the governor, that's a new character, the governor's daughter is named Penny. It's a pretty strange coincidence. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, the last time I watched it was in like 2017, so I am not surprised. I don't remember that. 10:55 p.m. After watching more of The Walking Dead, I ask Jack what his earliest memory is, and it reminds me of some of my preschool memories. I look up my preschool. This leads me to look up my preschool on Google Maps. And then I see that it has a new name, but it is still in the exact same spot. Excuse me. It has pictures of a bunch of toddlers. Excuse me. On the Google Maps page, whatever. I instantly start crying when I see the kids. After that, I just keep watching The Walking Dead until I go to bed. Yeah, I don't know, man. There was definitely there was there was this one kid one toddler in the images. I think it looked like it was a little boy. Oh my god, dude, he was so cute, and he just looked like he was having just the most swell time ever. He had this big smile, looking straight into the camera. Whew, man, I don't know what it is, but stuff like that just, God, just fucking destroys me. I can't handle it. I just immediately start crying. Oh, God. Anyways, I think that's it for Thursday. That was Tuesday. Whew, goodness. Moving on to Wednesday, February 25th. This is set 57, day 6 at 11 a.m. I wake up, shit, shower, and brush. Then I listen to Fuckface before changing into my work clothes. I get dressed and drive in, wait in my car, and then update my journal before work starts. At 12:55 p.m., also this is weird to say out of nowhere, but I had a strange dream before I woke up Wednesday. For some reason, the only part that I really clearly remember about the dream is seeing Jeffrey Epstein. Just like, he looked... I can't remember. I honestly, I don't believe he had a beard. Pretty sure it was just clean-faced Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know why I'm dreaming about him. He looked noticeably older than the photos I remember seeing him in, though. Like even his most recent photos before his death, in quotation marks. I'm a conspiracy theorist. He's alive still. No, I'm joking. I have no idea. I think it's... I don't know, man. What a fucking crazy character. And, I don't think it's I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibilities for them to have somehow replaced him with a body double or some shit, but it's like, oh man, that would be pretty tricky. I don't. Essentially, whenever it comes down to like me thinking about, oh, what really happened? What's going on there? What is that all about? I generally take the approach of, I have no fucking idea what's going on. There are certainly people who know more than what I do, but I don't think that there's really anybody who has like 100% knows exactly what went down, knows exactly what's going to happen next. Nobody, like, some people are very, very adamant about their claims. I am not one of those people. I am very open to skepticism and disbelief, I guess, is one way to put it. Yeah, I had the dream about Jeffrey Epstein. Next entry in the journal is, this is very odd because my dream self was like, oh, he's still alive. Like when I was experiencing the dream, I looked over, I saw Jeffrey Epstein, and I was like, holy shit, he's still alive. Which is what some conspiracy theorists are positing. Makes you think, doesn't it? Really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What's going on there? No, I have no idea what's happening. Some other weird stuff happened in the dream, but I literally cannot remember anything else besides the fact that I was looking at Jeffrey Epstein. Moving on, 10:20 p.m. I say hi to Pierce, Ben, and Bernard. Maybe it was Bernard, maybe it was Eugene. I can't remember. I only saw whoever it was for a little bit. Then they ended up leaving. Pierce leaves a little while after they did. Then I finish out my shift with Ben and clock off when Drea arrives. By the way, I didn't mention it, but work probably fucking sucked. What is this, on Wednesday? So, just to let you know. Yeah, finish out the day, clock off, drive home, start streaming some RoboQuest on Discord until I get bored and start scrolling on my phone. Eventually, I think the 9-year-old asked me to play Fortnite. That 9-year-old girl I sometimes play games with. I don't have Fortnite installed, so I was like, dang it. Sorry, I can't play Fortnite. Is there anything else you want to play? And she was like, let's play Among Us. And I was like, okay, I can install that real quick. It's a pretty small game. So I install Among Us, and then I load it up and hop on the game with the 9-year-old girl. I think that's the only... I don't know, she's probably 10 by now. If I had to guess. This podcast has been going on for so long. The audio journal, excuse me. No, I don't care. It's a fucking stinking pile of shit, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure you get that last part in there. Next up is I hop off of the game, hop off of Among Us, and make some fish sticks. Start eating, or no, I think it was chicken nuggets. Wait. Yeah, it was chicken nuggets. Okay. Before I start eating though, I think it's like, I want to say, I definitely got the message when I was in my room. I think the nuggets were in the air fryer cooking. Excuse me. While I received a message from Jack. Jack reached out and he asked me if I wanted to read some of, this is a really weird title. It's a webcomic called Tails Gets Trolled, with him and Chud, if you remember Chud. Chud is another character I've mentioned before on this podcast. If you don't remember, go listen to every single fucking episode before this until you fucking remember, you worthless piece of shit. Sorry, that was a joke. I just figured it would be funny to get all angry out of nowhere. But yeah, I make some nuggets and then I eat them and then I join the voice chat afterwards. It is fucking weird, man. I love it though. It's a fan fiction, webcomic fanfic of Ronald McDonald, Tails from Sonic, the Coyote from Roadrunner, Kermit, also the Roadrunner from, is it called the Roadrunner? What is the cartoon? Pretty sure it's just Roadrunner, right? I don't know. The Kermit the Frog from Sesame Street, not the Kermit. Chester Cheeto shows up. Pac-Man is in there. Mario, Toad, Dr. Elvin Gadd, one of the best Mario characters ever. Dr. Elvin Gadd, he's awesome. Some original characters that just look so badass, man. Oh my god. They look so edgy and badass. Most of this sounds probably like gibberish right now. All you need to know is that I had some fun with Jack and Chud. That was Wednesday night. That was Wednesday night, I believe. Moving on though, 11:30 p.m. we ended on chapter 18 of Tails Gets Trolled, and they both head to bed. I think for the rest of the night, I don't do a whole lot. I probably just end up crying again. So, moving on, go to bed at some point. There you go. Moving on, Thursday, February 26th. This is set 57, day 7. At 12:30 p.m., I wake up, shit, shower, brush, and listen to Fuckface until it's time. I change and drive into work, then I say hi to Anna and Ben and clock on. I cook for a while, and then I need to poo. I tell Ben, and I hop into the bathroom. Some dude is already pooping, and it takes like 10 minutes to finish in total. At 2:30 p.m., Anna really ticks me off today. She straight up lies to me and to Ben. Then Rich clocks in later for his closing shift. We talked to him about all the bullshit Anna was pulling. He says he's going to yell at her on Saturday when he works with her. Hopefully that happens. Other than that, work is just magical. I even fucking farted out a rainbow at one point, which is a lie. It's not fun at all. Nothing about work is fun, but you probably could have guessed where I was going with that. At 5 p.m., while I'm at work, I go ham, asking some questions into different Discord servers. And at 5:40 p.m., I clock off, get home, and decide that now is the best time to record the podcast. Also, I figured I should mention Penny is in a bad mood. We were supposed to watch Hunter x Hunter right now, but that means she canceled, and she was like, let's do it tomorrow. And I was like, okay, that works. Which means I'm free to fucking do what I'm doing right now, record this episode, which was nice. I feel like this was a good one. Definitely enjoyed this, and finally, it's been so long since we've had anything above like a 40-minute episode. Even 30 minutes, I feel like I never get to that anymore. I'm just so ready to fuck off and be done with it. But wow, this was fun, man. I forgot how fun these can be. Oh, I just keep smacking the fucking table, too, so it's like, hardly any of this audio is cool, but that's the fucking point, you idiot. How have you not figured that out yet? Anyways, I'm done making this shit, so I'm moving into the outro. This week's rating is going to be like an 8.5 out of 10. Let's go for it. Word count is currently at 82,458 words journaled. I am going to end it now. Am I really making a podcast, or am I just jerking off?